I had to witness this proud moment. My little sister's still in high school and she's already mastered the walk of shame.
Do I look ashamed to you?
If you're not, you definitely should be. Just what sort of tawdry business did you get up to all night?
OMG, is that Molly?
Hey, something bothering you? You don't look too good. You want to tell me what's eating you?
How'd you find me?
The limo driver gave me a heads up.
So you got people watching me now?
No, try always.
Are you serious, Sean? That is an invasion of privacy.
Take it easy, all right? I'm not Big Brother. I'm just a concerned guardian. So talk to me. Why didn't you have the driver take you home after he dropped Taylor off?
I wasn't ready. I needed to clear my head after last night.
Yeah, what for? I mean, didn't you have fun?
Well, it's hard to have much fun when I saw Molly kiss Rafe.
Oh, that's so much better. Oh, my dogs are barking. Rub them, will you?
I refuse to approach your stank-ass feet. Now answer my question, young lady. Where were you?
With TJ.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Where were you and TJ for hours and hours after curfew?
Oh, you were serious about that?
As serious as I am about my alcohol, why is there half a bottle missing?
Can you keep your squawking to a minimum? I'm sleeping for 2.
You know, it looks like I got to Port Charles just in time. You know, you are in dire need of listening that time.
I want my booze back.
I didn't drink it.
Then who did? Sabrina can't hold a grudge, much less her alcohol.
So what? I'm the only other person who lives here? What about her?
Hello? Pregnant?
By someone. Mama and Daddy trust me to keep you out of trouble, but there's only so much I can do. You stay out all night. You drink my vodka, and you do who knows what with boys.
Oh, you know exactly what. And it's different from what you did. How?
The difference is, I can't end up like her. You can.
Oh, you're not dragging me into your slut shaming.
Slut shaming? Are you kidding? Who's more sex positive than me?
Then why the double standard?
Well, in your case, I just want...
Oh, what? What, it's different for me. Boys will be boys.
I just want you to be safe.
Trust me. I didn't get pregnant last night.
You didn't behave yourself either. Look, we talked about this, Tay. If you can't obey my rules, then...
What? What, you're gonna rat me out to Mama and Daddy? Go right ahead. Okay, I'm sure they'd love to hear from me about everything.
You know what? Forget it. I don't got time for this nonsense. I gotta go to work.
Oh, nice job. I have never seen anyone handle Felix like that.
I've had a lot of practice.
I got that impression. So, what's your secret? What do you have on him?
Only kissing Rafe is no big deal. I mean, I was already broken up with her anyway.
Hey, you don't have to front for me, man. I know how much you care about Molly.
Cared. It's past tense.
You don't anymore?
Not after I saw her with Rafe.
I mean, did you talk to Molly about it? Maybe you didn't see what you thought you saw.
Trust me, I did. One minute she was dancing with Rafe, the next minute she leans in for a kiss.
You saying Molly made the first move?
Yes! That big apology she made about, oh, I'm so sorry, I want to get back together, not one word of it was true. I'm sure she's just relieved I freed her up so she could be back with Rafe again.
Sorry, man. I know this gotta hurt.
It's over. There's nothing to do about it now.
Well, that's not true. I mean, there is one thing you can do. Put Molly in your past and move forward.
I already did. Taylor.
You know, I hope you're not trying to get between me and my brother.
No, of course not. I'm just curious.
Good. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm exhausted. A girl needs her beauty sleep. And to get rid of the evidence.
Oh, well, just between us girls, you might want to grab a bottle of water, too. Should help with that hangover.
Well, I can use it to take my aspirin.
Actually, I'd advise against that. You'll only agitate your stomach lining. I have some vitamin B pills in the medicine cabinet. Why don't you take one of those instead?
Thanks for the tip.
So, you had a good time last night, huh?
Better than some. Thanks.
I didn't get to go to my own prom. So, what did you do?
You didn't go to prom? Why not?
My mother thought that it was beneath me. So, what did you do? Did you dance? Did you...
Never got the chance. Prom was canceled.
Canceled?
It's all good. I know how to make my own fun.
So, what did you do instead?
I just rode around the limo, had some drinks, did it with my date.
You moved on already? That was fast.
This is over with.
Because of Taylor.
Well, she was there when I saw Molly and Rafe going at it. She was pretty cool about it.
Well, look, I'm glad you had someone there for you, man. What did she say?
You know, stuff. I just felt like a fool being all worried about Molly dealing with Danny being sick when I guess she was cool with it since she was busy macking on Rafe.
Okay, you can't really know how Molly feels.
Doesn't matter. Right? I showed her.
How?
Never mind.
Look, TJ, I know it's gotta be hard, man, not having your dad around or your mom to talk to.
Trust me, I do not want to talk to my mom about this.
Like, you might not want to talk to me either, but I want you to know that you can.
Sean, you don't want to hear about this.
Well, if it's bothering you, I do. Even if it isn't, look, I want you to understand that you can always trust me to have your back.
I had sex with Taylor. I know.
So, you had sexual intercourse with your date.
I just call it sex, but what ifs?
Did you use protection?
What do you care?
I'm a doctor. I care about your health, and you should too. Unprotected sex can expose you to disease, not to mention the risk of pregnancy.
Yeah, I guess you know all about that, huh?
You're right. I would.
But don't worry, okay? We use condoms.
Good to hear. And I'm glad you had fun with TJ. Although I have to admit, I'm actually surprised. I thought that he was hung up on that little drip Molly.
Oh, he was. Okay, but now that I've shown TJ how to have a good time, he's over her, and he's never looking back.
If that's how you think you're gonna hold on to TJ, you got another thing coming.
You with Taylor, you see Molly with Rafe, you're pissed off, Taylor's available, so you say, hey, why not?
It wasn't like that. Not exactly. Okay, it wasn't even my idea. Taylor said we should. I mean, it probably wouldn't even have happened if we weren't drinking.
Drinking. Okay, I've got something to say about that, but first, I want to find out what happened with Taylor.
Look, we didn't do anything stupid. We had protection.
It's good to know you still have some shred of common sense.
Are you mad?
No, I'm concerned. Okay, I can't say I'm surprised that it happened. I just wish it would have been with someone you cared about, you know? Especially for your first time.
I know.
What are you talking about? Whoever said it was my first time?
Was it?
Yeah, okay, it was my first time, but it was great. I mean, you met Taylor? She's fine.
Okay, look, she's a pretty girl, no question, but there are other things to consider when you sleep with someone.
Like what? My feelings?
A person only has one first time, all right? The point is to make it count, to share it with someone you care about, someone you love and respect.
I respect Taylor.
Do you love her?
Of course I don't love her. Look, Sean, I get what you're saying, but it's done, it's happened, there's nothing I can do about it. Up until last night, I thought this would happen with Molly. That's what I wanted, but she didn't want me. You're the one that said I should move on, right? So that's what I'm doing. Molly's got Rafe, and now I got Taylor.
What do you know about me and TJ?
More than I'd like to. The father of this baby wasn't exactly available when I decided I had to have him. He was still grieving his late wife and was not ready for a relationship, but that didn't stop me from making a play for him. I thought that I could make him love me, that he'd want me for the way that I looked, and it worked for a minute.
Well, see? You got what you wanted.
He found me attractive, sure, but that wasn't enough. Because he wanted another little drip. Look, in the end, Felix is right. Patrick is with Sabrina, and I'm out in the cold with the baby coming.
Hold up. I'm not trying to land a husband, okay? All I want from TJ is a good time. So I'm sorry, but our situations are completely different.
I hope so, for your sake. And look, I don't want anyone to make the same kind of mistakes that I've made and the kind my mother made. The kind that get bigger, and before you know it, there's no way to fix them. And there you are, stuck with them for the rest of your life.
We need to get you home. You're probably starving.
Actually, I can't even think about food right now. I'm good.
That's because you're hungover. It's a natural consequence to underage drinking.
We weren't.
You were drinking. I don't want to hear it. You're a minor. That's why it's illegal to sell alcohol to kids your age, because you can't handle it physically or psychologically, as you so brilliantly illustrated by sleeping with a girl you barely know.
I get it, Sean. I messed up.
Well, actually, TJ, it was the second time. You know, the first was when you threw that way out of control party at Molly's.
That was different.
You were drinking then, and you were drinking last night. There would not be a third time. You're grounded. You got a curfew. If you drink again, the consequences go up. Are we clear?
We're clear.
Good. Let's get you home and get you cleaned up so you can stop being grounded.
Hey, can I ask you something? You're not gonna tell Alexis about any of this, are you?
Sonny's the reason you're not turning me over to the cops.
Attorney-client privilege. If I turn you in, it leads the police to him, which would not be in his best interests, obviously.
And part of you wants to.
Yes.
Because I'm the killer.
Yes.
It's something you don't have to worry about.